But I think it's more how we played than just the wins. I thought we played to our identity all weekend. Finally, we're scoring some goals. I thought we played good against Clarkson, but we just didn't have the goals. Now we played good, that same level of intensity and identity, but we finish. So super promising going forward. I think it's great. They played, like you said, great against Clarkson. Probably had the same amount of chances they had this weekend, but this weekend they got rewarded. So it's great when you see, and especially when the other players on our team see a line that's, probably there to provide us energy and be really sound defensively, but they just play the right way. So they're generating a lot on the forecheck, generating a lot in the O zone, and they get rewarded for it. And, some great shots. Laurie, great shot, great screen by Kooks. Great shot by Kooks, kicking it up to his forehand. And then Tom getting in the net on his goal. And then Kooks getting rewarded right at the end with that empty netter. You're really happy for players like that play the right way and do the right things. And when they get rewarded, it boosts the team for sure. It's awesome. I mean, he's worked so hard the last 2 years, and maybe he's been under, his brother's shadow a little bit, and then his brother leaves, and now he's, it's his time, right? But I don't think he's thinking that way. He just comes to work every day and plays hard, regardless if he was getting the ice time he is like he is now, or he's battling for a lineup spot. Like, he's super consistent in how he approaches practice, and his mentality even in the gym and everything is. It's why he's getting rewarded right now. He's put in the work, and now he's just seizing the moment. And, we have a ton of competition on our team, and you hope a player like that takes it, right, and runs with it, and that whole line has. I think Coach might have mentioned in his press conference, and he was talking to us coaches about it on the benches, reward those players. And how do you reward a player? You put them back out, right? They might have just got off the ice, but let's put them back out because they've earned that ice time. And if the other players on our team see that, they're getting extra ice time, getting double shifted, getting put out, at the end of games on a 5-on-6 and getting empty netters, then they want to play that way, right? They know that's the reason these guys are getting the extra ice time. And so I think that's a big thing is you reward the guys who are playing the right way. And I think the next step maybe is, maybe we give them some power play time, right? They're playing that well that they've earned what they're getting. I mean, anytime you can come back from a, 3-1 deficit and win is great. I think the biggest thing early in the year is, we didn't win against Clarkson, but I thought we really established who we are and who we need to be. And you got to think over the course of the year, especially when we start scoring and getting more comfortable, getting to the net and finishing on our chances, that we're going to win more games than not when we play the right way, right? The bounces are going to go our way, the chances are going to go our way. We're going to finish when we get those chances. It just didn't happen against Clarkson, and this weekend I thought we played real similar. Maybe we had more chances and definitely more O-zone time, but we just finished on our chances, and that, guys got confidence off that, and it grew, and so we just got to follow that up with another really good weekend against Ferris. Just the way he controls the game. Like, when he has the puck, you're not going to get it from him, right? He might not be, as dynamic as you might traditionally think of a player with his skill set. He's kind of like Malkin. Like, he just can hold guys off, and he does this little hip shuffle where he ends up picking up speed, and it's so elusive. And he's an intelligent player. Like on Pettersson's goal, how he froze that defenseman and allow Petty to pick up wide speed and get to the net. And he does little things that I think, might not be noticed by a ton of players, but even us on the bench, we don't notice it right away. And then we watch video back and we're like, wow, like some of the things he does is really special. And we look at all the analytics, and whatever line he's played with has had their best game. Like, he just, and that's a true testament of a good player is, do they make their line mates better? And he has this year. I think Marcus knows how he needs to play to be successful, and I think he played that way on Saturday, and now it's just keeping him honest to that standard and having him practice that way every day and come to the rink and play that way every game day. And I think it's great that he got rewarded playing that way rather than, maybe last year he'd get a breakaway or a broken play goal and get rewarded for maybe cheating a little bit. Now he earned those goals by getting in the net, playing hard, good below the dots, all these things that we've been telling him for a while. And so hopefully he doesn't just hear it from us. He sees the success he had this past weekend, and now he'll hopefully bring that every night. Those D are pretty offensive, right? I don't think it matters forward D or whatever on the power play. You put your best players out there. They didn't have, Friday they scored. It was a really nice goal by Stiven getting inside on his guy, and a great play by Campbell. But didn't have a ton of success. Neither power play did on Saturday. So we will be switching some things up. We're still trying to find our groove and identity on the power play. And the first thing is we need to get in the zone and get possession. And usually once we get in the zone and get possession, we let our skill players kind of take over and they can find some plays. But I think it starts with our breakout. So we'll be fine-tuning some things throughout this week. It's still too early. I think even this weekend, I think he was 3 or 4 in scoring chances for our team. It's just a matter of numbers. If he gets enough of them, they're going to start going in. And yeah, it's still pretty early in the season, so we're not too worried. And I hope he's not getting too worried. He's doing the right things to generate these chances. Now we just got to score on them. And last year it might have come a little bit easier. Obviously he scored, I think, his second game, and then he scored pretty consistent. Didn't have any stretches really like this, and so he's just, he's got to grow through this and keep doing the same things. And he's one of the hardest working players. And you kind of worry about a kid like that, where he kind of grips his stick or tries to overthink it. But with him, it's got to come. You just got to do what you're doing to continue to generate these chances. And he's a goal scorer, so it's a matter of time. Yeah, that's another thing we have talked to him about. He's not scoring, but he's contributing. He's still producing, getting his assists, and probably more so than he even was last year. And that's probably the next step we talked to him at the end of last year is, can you drive offense not just with your shot, right? Can you help your line mates get into spots and then find them? And I think he's doing that a little bit more this year, and the pucks just aren't going in for him, but they will. Yeah, I think it'll be nice to be on the road. We've been home for a while, and we're going to end up leaving tomorrow, so we get a little bit of a longer trip down there with the guys. We're going to split it up, so I think it'll be good for our young guys. And Ferris is going to be a good test. We didn't go there last year. As you guys know, that rink is a little bit different. The corners are non-existent. It's tight. Things happen quicker. If you get in the offensive zone, you can shoot from anywhere, and it's a scoring chance. So it's going to be a hard game. We got to be ready, and I think it suits kind of our identity that we've established these last 2 weekends of being a team that's really good on the forecheck and really good on transition off turnovers. So I'm excited to see how our group performs. We've talked, yes. Yeah, we've talked to them, but they got to, we'll get there and we'll have a pregame skate on Friday and we'll test out the boards and we'll show the goalies that you might not be able to pick up a ton of rims. But they'll know pretty quick, right off probably that first face-off, that there's no space in the neutral zone and the boards are really lively. And but yeah, we've talked about them, and now they just got to go out and experience it. I think what's nice about our team right now is I don't think we're flashy, and we'll outskate you too. We have 4 lines, and we haven't had to match lines once this year. We just roll all 4 lines, and I expect us to do the same this year. I think our depth is incredible, and especially when you're getting lines like Lepa's contributing offensively, that just helps us even more. I think it'll be great for our guys to get on the road, and we're going to practice at a couple different rinks and get into Ferris, have a nice team meal, and they'll be in a hotel, all just the guys. I think that stuff's awesome early in the year. And then preparing for the game, we'll just prepare the way we normally prepare. The fans always give us a boost, whether we're home and it's outrageous at our rink, obviously, or the fans that travel. We travel so well that it doesn't matter what rink we're at. I think we have in our conference almost 50% in the crowd, which is incredible. So, it doesn't matter what rink we're at. We'll prepare the same way.